Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation. Today I'm just going to teach you a little bit about nouns intended for the second grade parts of speech subject area. So let's get started. So first off, what is a noun? A noun is a word often used to identify a person, place, or thing. So below I got a couple pictures, right? And these would all be examples of nouns, right? Because the basketball, the Space Needle, and apple are all things. And then like the boy on the right would be a person. So all four of those would be nouns. So to look at some examples of nouns, I've divided commonly used nouns based on the reason they're nouns, right? So under nouns, because it's a person, you could use teacher, student, mom, dad, and sister. So right, all those are nouns, all five of those. And then if it's a place, you might say school, home, cafeteria, library, or gym. And if it's a noun, because if it's a thing, you might say apple, chair, couch, television, or table. Obviously, there's many more. These are just a couple examples. So now that we've defined what a noun is and we've looked at some examples of nouns being used, let's do a little practice. So I have 5 sentences below, and what I want you to do is pause the video and go through each sentence and circle all the nouns in each respective sentence. And hint, there are maybe more than 1 or 2, maybe even 3 in these sentences. So, take your time and be careful, and then you can check your answers on the next slide. So for the first sentence, we have John walked the dog. John and dog are the 2 nouns in the sentence because John is a person and dog is a thing or an animal, right? And then for the second sentence, we have Jessica is at school, Jessica being a person and school being a place you can go to, right? So remember, nouns are person, places, or things. Number 3, we have Tommy is eating an apple, Tommy being a person, apple being a thing. Number 4, we have Jeff ate a hamburger in the cafeteria. So we actually have 3 nouns there, Jeff being a person, right? Hamburger being a thing, and cafeteria being a place. And then lastly, we have my mom went to Antarctica, mom being a person, and then Antarctica being a place, right? So I hope everyone's feeling pretty comfortable with the topic of nouns, right? I hope we can define it. We can use examples of nouns. So to really dial this skill in, I want everyone to go home tonight, take a walk around the house, make at least a list of at least 10 nouns that are in your house, right? And then next to those 10 nouns, what you're going to do is write why each one's a noun. So for example, if my first one I wrote down was my bedroom, that's a noun because it's a place. So I'd write bedroom, then place for the reason. And if my second one was mom, right? Mom's a noun because it's a person. So I'd write mom, then person. So again, we're going to write down 10 nouns and then 10 reasons why each, or one reason for each why it's a noun, right? Why it would define as a noun. So, and then this is how I would kind of base the kids' understanding of the topic, right? They would go home, do this, a little homework, and then I could take a look. And then, if they wrote down 10 nouns and had the reasons why it's a noun right, then I would have a pretty good idea or pretty good feeling that they grasp the subject pretty well. So here's the source I used for today's presentation. That was Purdue Writing Lab, helped me with the definitions, then a couple examples. So anyways, thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope the topic of nouns came across pretty clear.